Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tabletop
Slice of Gaming, D&D.
D&D. We've done this intro like 5 times already because the computer's been acting up.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're not playing in any preset D&D world. You may have heard of Greyhawk or Faerun or Dragonlance. We're not playing in any of those. We're playing in a homebrew world I made for us because we're giant anime nerds. We're weebs, as the cool kids call us.
He's a weeb.
I'm a weeb. And
He's a meme.
Yep, we're going to be playing in a meme wee world. And
Sounds like fun.
I'll be playing as Andrew Jones, who is a young wizard who kind of learned magic after magic came about back into the world. And his parents didn't like it, so he's been kind of sheltering himself, learning in secret, and now he's been accepted into this school where he can learn magic.
And I am a fighter named Jerry, and I strive to be the best to protect the little people in the world that are scared of the magic.
Which is very good aspirations.
Yep.
So basically, in this world, it's about 50 or so years after the turn of the century, and magic came back into the world. Basically modern day, you know. And when this happened, a whole lot of bad stuff woke up too, like ancient evil gods and orcs and demons and all that. They all woke up and started just running amok in the world. But the elves banded together with the dwarves and all the other races and the humans who had all this new technology, and they kind of got things under lock. So everything that's bad is still out there. It's just, you know,
It's controlled now.
It's controlled-ish now.
Ish. Yeah, there's still like the outlands that are bad.
Like Chicago's gone. No one likes Chicago anyway. It's gone. New Jersey is where all the demons live.
Detroit's the same.
Detroit didn't really. No one wants to go to Detroit anyway.
So that's probably one of the. It's not the safest place, but it's the place that didn't change.
Yeah, it's nothing was there before. So
there was nothing to take over.
Anyway, so
a couple of car factories.
Yeah, ancient car factories.
Yeah.
In this world, there's a school named the Dawning Light Academy. It's for pretty much anyone to go to. If you're a young necromancer who wants to get down and jiggy with raising some dead, there's a lich there to teach you how to do that. If you're a young knight who wants to grow up to be a paladin one day and slay the undead, there's a paladin teacher there to do that. And they're all kept in line by this ancient god.
Headmaster.
Who's the headmaster. And he basically just wants a cool story. That's all he wants. He likes watching things unfold.
Yeah, this is his homemade sitcom.
This is his pocket dimension, and we're all just there to entertain him. He's hired the best of the best for teachers. And
by saying, hey, you get to live if you teach these kids for so long.
Well, no, it's more like, hey, you're really cool. I'm going to let you teach the next generation so you can have more of an army or whatever. And they're like, all right, cool.
Sure.
And the mercenaries that he hired, they just want to get paid. So that's what he does for them.
Yeah, mercs.
Yeah. But there's only about 500 students here. You have to be the best of the best to come here because you have to be able to survive here. In his pocket dimension, there are monsters everywhere. And there's basically the school with this massive forest around it. And the deeper into the forest you go, the worse the monsters are. They're kind of taken over the reaches. None of the bad stuff really wants to go near the center of the school because of everyone's there. But if they catch students out by themselves, that's free lunch. So, we are on the opening day of the school year, and about 20 or so new students have arrived. Jerry and Andrew are one of them. And they kind of have this little test where it's basically you have to run a gauntlet of sorts through one of the lower rings of the forest outside the school, and you get paired up in teams of 2. And if you survive, then depending on how well you do, how fast you are, you know, if you successfully do whatever your mission that was given to you was done, then that gives you a ranking, you know, in the school, and you get certain benefits based off of that. And you get to keep anything you find. So that's pretty cool. But Andrew gets teamed up with, or Jerry gets teamed up with Andrew. And so you see this, the school is basically stereotypical anime school, rather large. It's cut up into a boy. There's a girl and a boy dormitory. There's this massive wall around the school perimeter, so that nothing gets in or out. And you see all the teachers kind of lined up there, just giving out the different missions and stuff. You know.
Okay.
You guys go up to this rather large orc. He's got this huge great axe on his back. It looks like it has a demon face carved into it.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's massive. He's covered in scars, and his right eye is just gone. There's just like a gash there where his face should be.
Ooh.
And he hands you this scroll, and like his hand's like robotic. You know, it got ripped off at one point by something. You don't know what. You probably don't want to find out either.
No.
But his hand looks demonic as well. You know, it's got all sorts of different runes carved into it and stuff.
Well, I grabbed the scroll from him, and
he doesn't really say anything to you either. He just kind of grunts.
Yeah, I kind of look at him like he's been through some shit. I better not ask.
Yeah, Andrew, you guys didn't really have time to introduce yourselves. He's the headmaster said this is Andrew and Jerry. Andrew and Jerry are to be Team B, you know, or Team D or whatever. And you guys are just kind of sent off.
Okay.
But he's kind of small. He's a ginger. He got a short hair. He's kind of got that, you know, stereotypical nerd look, but he looks afraid of this. He looks terrified the second he sees this orc.
Gotcha.
But he kind of like hides behind you because you seem like a nice guy. But anyway, the door opens, and Andrew kind of goes, "Are we supposed to go out there without supervision?" And the orc just kind of points.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
And
I got this.
Andrew kind of, you know, he kind of nods and he walks out the door with you. But the second you guys are on the other side of the door slams.
Crap.
And the scroll opens up.
Oh.
And you start hearing in a very dignified voice, "Dear students, you have been given the task of retrieving an egg from a very rare species of basilisk that nests near the edge of the first forest ring. You are to retrieve the egg and return it unharmed. It would be best to do it while the basilisks are out hunting. You have 3 days to achieve this task. If you perish, your next of kin will be." It's just basically, you know,
Yeah.
you signed on for this, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be told that you failed and all this fun stuff.
And you'll be able to keep any items you find unless they are like ancient magical artifacts, and we're going to take them from you. But, you know, just basic stuff.
You can try. Nah, he can probably do it.
You
You can try and succeed.
can try to not succeed. Alright, but Andrew kind of looks at you, and then a map appears where the words were.
Oh.
And it kind of just gives you the general directions.
Nifty.
There's a couple of X's along the way.
Mm-hmm.
For one of them says it's Goblin Den, and the other one says Orc Encampment. And then at the end of the map, there is
The basilisk.
The basilisk nest.
Gotcha.
Andrew kind of looks at you and he says, "Well, I guess we got to go get that egg."
Yeah, we only got 3 days or we get kicked out of this place. Might as well get on the road.
My name's Andrew Jones, by the way.
I'm Jerry.
I know they kind of said that already, but I'm a wizard. What do you do?
I'm a fighter. I use this big old scythe to cut things.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's heavy too.
I'm gonna walk behind you if that's okay.
Okay.
Right. How big are you? He's about like 5'4". He's kind of short.
I'm probably closer to the 6 foot mark.
He's got on black robes as well. It's not. You don't get the necromancer vibe from him at all.
It's just
this is what he could afford.
Gotcha.
You know,
Black's an easy color.
Yep. All right, so you guys walk for a little bit, and he kind of like opens up to you really quick. Like he tells you about everything that's happened to him, and he seemed like a really nice kid. You know, he's got a big heart. He says, "Look, if we get through this, we're gonna be best friends." You know,
Okay.
basically that kind of thing. He's gonna be there for you if you need him. But as he's talking, give me a perception.
6. Plus 1. 7. Yeah.
He kind of stops mid sentence and gets down, and then looks over in the corner. He says, "Look out!" And at this time, an arrow flies towards you.
Okay.
That's a miss. So basically, how combat works, we already explained it last time, is you roll a d20, and that's the number you want to see, but sometimes you'll see that number, and you add your attack modifier to it, which is on the paper.
Yep.
So the thing that just attacked you rolled a 3.
And that does not hit my armor class, which is basically defense. It tells you if you hit or miss.
Yep. And what shot at you was an orc.
Oh, fun.
You
Orcs.
see 3 orcs come out from behind the trees, and I need initiatives.
Alrighty. 12 plus 2, and that is a 14. We're all 14. It's fairly high. Alrighty.
Alright, you go first.
Okay.
The orcs did not get a surprise attack on you. They only got that one attack because Andrew called them out.
Yeah. How far out are they?
They're about 30 feet off the road. You can get to them easy.
30 feet?
Yep.
Alright, are they like cluster or spread out?
They're kind of close together.
Okay. I shall... Is there any cover I can take?
Yeah, there's trees and stuff you can hide behind.
Well, I move back a little bit,
Alright.
take cover behind a tree, and I shall shoot at one of them.
Alright.
Do I have penalty for cover, or...
They have a penalty for shooting you for cover.
Okay, but I can hit
You
them
can
just
duck
fine.
out, shoot, and duck back in.
Gotcha. Okay. I rolled an 8 plus a 4. That would be a 12.
That does not hit.
And I missed.
Alright, you kind of like, he's wearing this hide armor, he kind of like hits the hide armor and scrapes off, and he kind of rolls with it.
Okay.
He drops his crossbow and pulls out a battle axe, and the other two pull out an axe and a shield.
Oh, fun. Shields.
Yep. Alright, and now it's their go, and they're gonna move up to the little guy who you left in the middle of the road.
Whoops.
That's a hit.
Oh,
That's
crap.
a miss. And it. So,
Whoops.
he takes... Alright, he falls. The first one hits him and he falls.
Oh, crap.
He's unconscious in the middle of the road.
Okay. Whoops.
Yeah. And then
I forgot he was there for
his
a second.
turn skips, and now it's your turn. They're all kind of snarling at you.
Okay, well, I gotta dash up there. Well, not dash, but they're close enough I can run. And I'll go and smack the first one that I come to. And that's 11 plus a
The first one you come
5.
to is probably gonna be the one with the axe, the leader.
Yeah, that's a 16.
That hits.
Sweet. And I get a D12. And that's a 10. And it rolled out of the spot, but it's a 10 and it's a 3, so that's a 13.
Alright, you come up and you take a scythe and you do this spin, and you grab the back of his neck and cleave his head off.
Ooh.
And the other two orcs kind of look at you.
I just one-shot your bosses, guys.
Does a... Oh, okay. Does 18 hit?
Yes.
And that's definitely a miss. So, you take 9 points of damage
Holy crap.
as one of them wings you with the axe. I rolled max damage.
Jeez.
Yeah,
So
looks like our party might be
Our
dying.
party might die immediately,
Yeah.
because this guy made a hard encounter.
Yeah. So you see a little kid kind of spit up blood on his turn a little bit.
Okay. Well, I have to bonus action use second wind.
Alright.
And that's a 10 and
So
a
you heal for
2.
everything.
Yep, I get all of my HP back. That is how you use second wind.
Nice.
And then I go and try to cleave the next guy in half. And I failed.
Alright.
I crit failed.
Alright.
I'm dead.
Do you reroll 1s and 2s?
On damage.
Okay.
Not to hit.
Alright, so Orc's turn. Miss. And I'm pretty sure that's a miss. 14?
Miss.
So they both kind of try to hit you again. You just kind of like spin your scythe and deflate them.
Okay.
Alright, and now it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna, I can give first aid to the little guy, right?
It takes a little while.
Takes a little while, so I'm better off trying to kill them. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. And that is a 16.
It's a hit.
16. Oh, D20. And I hit him for 4. Oh, wait,
Okay.
reroll ones?
Yeah, reroll 1s and 2s. There we go.
That's better. That's
9.
9 plus a 3. That's a 12.
Alright, you knock his shield out. You look like you're about to miss, but you pull it down with your scythe, and you come up and you cut his head off You lob his head off and he falls over.
Sweet.
All right, the third guy kind of looks at you and he kind of takes a step back and he tries to run.
And I get opportunity attack.
You do.
Let's hope I hit him. 17. That's a
That's a
hit.
hit.
That is a hit. And that's a 10. He's dead.
Yep.
That's
As
13
he's
points of
running,
damage.
You hook his leg and he falls and you stab into his back.
Sweet.
Little dude ain't looking so hot.
Well, I'm going to give him CPR. Or first aid or
So give me a medicine.
medicine. That would be intelligence or wisdom.
Wisdom.
I got a +1 in that. 19.
Nice.
Bam.
Right, you can stabilize him. You kind of get there. You kind of hold him. You've seen wounds like this before.
Yep.
So you kind of like just, you bandage it up with some bandages you have in your backpack, and it'll take him 2 hours to wake up.
Well,
That gives you a short rest.
That's a short rest.
So you kind of camp up. 2 hours later, he wakes up. What happened?
Sorry, my reflexes kicked in, and yeah.
It's okay.
I'm not used to fighting in a party. My bad.
I understand. I was gonna run too. I just was kind of scared and froze up.
I gotcha.
Right, but you both get 150 experience from that.
Ooh, that's
Orcs give out good XP, man.
150. That's level 2, isn't it?
Nope.
No?
300 for
3 levels level 2. Okay.
But
Okay.
you get 150 experience piece for that.
That's pretty good.
So you guys camp up, and he can walk and stuff, but he's not the best. He has 1 hit point.
Okay.
He says, if you want to keep going, we can.
Oh.
Also, the orcs had shields, axes, a great axe, and they all had hide armor on.
Okay.
And
I'll take a shield just to have it.
you find 1 gold piece,
And
which can be turned in for credit at school.
Yeah.
We're not using money for this, by the way. We're using school credits. Like any money you find
School
in the
money.
area, you turn in and you get school money.
yeah, they got to pay the mercs somehow, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So you guys are, judging by the map, because when you open it up again, it moves you guys wherever you move.
Okay. So we get a marker.
It looks like you're, judging by how far you walked last time, you're about an hour away from the goblinoid encampment.
Okay.
Or the goblin encampment, rather.
If only I knew some healing magic.
Yeah, if only.
Can I do a nature to see if there's medicinal herbs around?
You can give me a nature, yes.
I don't have proficiency in it, but I can try.
Right.
And that's a 6.
You don't really know anything about herbs or anything like that, so you kind of look, you're like, you bring them back to him, and he's like, I don't
use
think
these.
These will work.
Well,
And he doesn't know how to use them either, so.
Well, I tried. I'm
Um,
trying to heal it.
yeah, it's fine. You guys can take a long rest. It's 8 hours. He'll get back up to full hit points, but that's 8 hours of your 72
72.
hours gone. You've already used 2 hours for the rest to get him up. So he says he can keep walking,
Uh-huh.
but it's up to you.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Or
take it.
You can take another short rest and he can use his hit die.
Yeah, let's take a short rest.
All right.
That's like an hour or something, right?
Yep. So you guys take an hour rest, and he heals 3 of his hit points back.
Well, that's a little bit.
Yep. He's just kind of like nursing himself. You guys get him some food and.
Well, we should take it a little slow, getting up to the next part. Let's
I think we should try
see
to
if we
be a little
can.
Sneaky.
Yeah, let's see if we can stealth around it.
The whole time he's walking, he's stepping on branches and stuff. Remember, you have disadvantage because you're in heavy armor.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I
Yeah,
got it.
you guys are both.
We're not stealthy.
Yeah,
at all.
you guys kind of figure out eventually that you're not doing too hot,
Yeah.
and you just keep walking.
We just take it a little slow and be careful this time.
Give me a perception.
Perception.
He sees it.
That's a wisdom, right?
Yep.
That's a 15.
All right. So in the distance, you see fire kind of pluming up like a big campfire, and you get the smell of nasty, rotten food.
Oh.
Something might be cooking over there. You can kind of tell, judging by where you are on the map and stuff. That's probably the goblin encampment.
Well, let's see if we can't skirt around it, like a good healthy distance, maybe.
Right, you guys get a good distance out, and gotta try to skirt around it. Nice. All right. While you're skirting,
When he says nice, I get scared.
yeah, you hear, and these 5 goblins jump out of the bushes, kind of surrounding the 2 of you.
Okay.
And he grabs his staff and he kind of hides against. You got it buckled against your back. And initiatives.
Okay.
Kid did pretty good.
Well, I got a
Goblins did really good.
11. I did terrible. I did okay.
So the goblins got to jump on you.
Great.
Open up the big 2 goblins. I'm using the monster manual, by the way, which has a whole bunch of monsters in it.
Yeah, that's where he gets the numbers for how to kill us. I have a feeling it's going to be a short one shot.
Depends on how you guys do things. Alright. Goblins go first.
Oh, well, that's dandy.
Alright.
So we're kind of in the middle and they're surrounding us.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. So 2 of them run up to you.
Okay.
And, well, they all kind of run up on you.
Yeah.
But 2 of them go up to you. 2 of them, well, 4 of them go up to you. 1 of them go up to him because he's kind of smaller.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But 2 of them kind of like, 1 of them kind of like distracts you, while the other 3 take shots at you. So he uses the help action to give them advantage. 20 hit you?
Yes.
Alright, does a 16.
16 is my armor class.
Alright, and that one's. Don't worry, they all have daggers.
Okay. And they're...
You take 7 points of damage as these 2 goblins stab
God,
into you.
damn, that's half.
Yeah.
Jeez. You're
And
trying to kill us.
With numbers, anything is good. Alright. So. How's he gonna do this? Alright.
Well, he goes before I do, so.
So he's going to try and take a step away, and 2 of them get attacks of opportunity on him. That's a hit.
And he's dead.
Nope. He survives it.
Oh, awesome.
So he does look jacked up when one of them hits him. But he takes a step away, and he turns, and his hands kind of ignite with this red glow, and this plume of fire comes up.
Holy crap.
That goblin makes a save. That one failed his, and that one definitely failed his. So, yep. Those 3 goblins basically go up in flame, and they go.
Wow. Nice.
So he kills 3 of them.
Yeah.
And like it just kind of like rubs against your back. Woo!
Woo. Woo.
Just, did I do good?
Yeah, you got him.
Now it's your turn.
Okay, well, I am.
These 2 goblins kind of like, oh crap.
I am going to. There's no way I can make 2 hits this turn. So I'm just gonna slice them. And a
That's
hit. And then I take this. And reroll the 1. Great weapon fighter. Yeah. That's a
So
11.
you kind of come up and you go up in between them and slice him in half.
Sweet.
He kind of falls apart. This leaves this last goblin by himself, and he's gonna book it.
And I'm gonna get a hit.
Have opportunity.
And a
That's a
hit.
hit.
Pretty sure my base damage can kill him. 4?
No,
Not quite.
not quite.
That's
That
definitely to
can.
kill.
Alright, you just kind of bring your scythe around, you stab him up, and impale him, and just kind of drop him off. And you guys each
Brutal.
get another 150 experience.
That's level 2.
So you guys, ding.
Ding.
He's like, I definitely need to rest this time. Though.
Yeah. We need to rest.
On that note, we're gonna cut this episode right here.
We got level 2.
When we come back, we'll be leveled up, and we'll continue our little adventure.
Yeah. Stay tuned.